A 91-year-old woman named Harumi wakes up every morning before sunrise on the Japanese island of Okinawa. No alarm clock, no glowing phone screen beside her bed, no rush. The house is quiet, except for the sound of wind moving softly through the trees outside. She slowly opens the wooden doors of her small home and steps into the cool morning air. Then she walks into her garden, not for exercise, not for a fitness challenge, not to hit her step count, simply because this is how she has lived for nearly 9 decades. She kneels carefully into the soil and pulls purple sweet potatoes from the ground with her bare hands, the same way she did as a child, the same way her mother did before her. Then she prepares breakfast: green tea, miso soup, sweet potatoes, fermented vegetables. No protein shake, no vitamin gummies, no anti-aging supplements shipped from the internet. And yet, at 91 years old, her body still works. In America, the average adult over 65 takes multiple prescription medications every single day. Heart disease, type 2 diabetes, inflammation, joint pain, high blood pressure. Many struggle simply to walk without discomfort. But in Okinawa, researchers found entire communities where people remained physically active well into old age, not only living longer, living differently. And for decades, scientists tried to understand why. At first, they believed the answer had to be genetic, some rare biological advantage, isolated on a small Japanese island. But then something happened that changed the entire theory. When Okinawans moved to Western countries and adopted Western eating habits, their health advantage almost disappeared within 1 generation. The people did not change. The genes did not change. The environment did not change. The food changed. And suddenly, rates of obesity, heart disease, diabetes, and chronic illness began rising rapidly. That discovery exposed something deeply uncomfortable about modern life. Many diseases people associate with normal aging may not actually come from aging itself. They may come from modern systems humans were never biologically designed for. Because the modern Western diet is unlike anything humans consumed for most of history. Ultra-processed food now dominates grocery stores. Artificial sugars, industrial seed oils, protein bars, fast food, energy drinks. Chemical additives designed to make food hyper-palatable and addictive. Entire industries profit from keeping the human brain overstimulated and craving more. After the age of 50, the body becomes dramatically more vulnerable to the damage these foods create. Researchers studying Okinawan longevity discovered something fascinating. The secret was often not what Okinawans added to their lives. It was what they almost never consumed at all. The first major difference was refined sugar. In 1950, the average Okinawan consumed only tiny amounts of added sugar each day. The average American today consumes more than 20 times that amount. And the damage caused by excess sugar goes far beyond weight gain. Scientists now understand that sugar accelerates a biological process called glycation, a slow form of internal aging where excess sugar molecules bind to proteins inside the body and gradually damage them. Blood vessels stiffen, collagen weakens, inflammation rises, arteries harden. The body ages faster from the inside out. Most people never notice it happening because it happens slowly, year after year, meal after meal. And perhaps that is what makes modern illness so dangerous. The damage often feels normal because almost everyone is experiencing it together. But Okinawan diets naturally protected against much of this long before modern science understood why. Not through restriction, not through optimization, through simplicity. Purple sweet potatoes, sea vegetables, green tea, miso soup, fresh herbs, small portions of fish, meals built around nourishment rather than stimulation. And perhaps this is one of the greatest differences between traditional Japan and the modern West. Modern food is engineered to excite the brain. Traditional food was designed to support the body. The second major difference was protein. Modern Western culture became obsessed with high-protein diets. Protein powders, protein snacks, protein cereals, protein yogurt, protein cookies. Everything became about maximizing intake. But traditional Okinawans ate remarkably small amounts of meat for most of their lives. Most of their protein came from tofu, miso, edamame, and small portions of fish. And modern research now links excessive animal protein later in life to elevated levels of a hormone called IGF-1. IGF-1 is associated with accelerated cellular growth, but chronically high levels later in life are increasingly connected to faster aging and increased inflammation. Again, the Okinawans were never trying to hack longevity. They simply never built their culture around excess. That idea extended into every area of life. Even the way people ate felt completely different. In Okinawa, there is an old phrase spoken before meals, hara hachi bu. Eat until you are 80% full. Stop before heaviness. Stop before discomfort. Stop before excess. Not as a temporary diet, as a lifelong philosophy. Modern culture teaches people to override the body constantly. Bigger portions, unlimited refills, eating while distracted, eating while scrolling through phones, eating while stressed, eating while driving. Many people no longer recognize the feeling of enough. But Okinawan meals were slower. People sat together, talked quietly, ate carefully. Meals were not treated as interruptions between productivity. The meal itself was part of life. And perhaps modern humans are not only starving for healthier food, but for a healthier relationship with time itself. There was another major difference researchers almost overlooked entirely: fermented food. Nearly every long-living culture on Earth consumes some form of fermented food daily. In Okinawa, miso, natto, fermented tofu, and pickled vegetables. Modern science now understands that the gut microbiome influences almost every system in the human body. Inflammation, immune health, mood, energy levels, cognitive function, even aging itself. But long before laboratories discovered this, traditional cultures already understood it intuitively, not through science, but through observation. Through generations quietly noticing which foods helped people remain strong late into life. And maybe this is the most important thing modern society lost: the ability to observe human health naturally. Today, many people no longer trust their own body. Everything became outsourced: apps, trackers, supplements, algorithms, nutrition trends, advertising. Modern health culture became deeply confusing. One year fat is dangerous. The next year sugar is dangerous. Then carbohydrates. Then seed oils. Then meat. But Okinawan life remained remarkably stable for generations. Simple habits repeated quietly over an entire lifetime. Walking daily, gardening, cooking slowly, eating naturally, staying close to community, living close to nature. No miracle product, no secret biohack. Just a lifestyle that worked with the human nervous system instead of constantly against it. And maybe that is why modern people feel exhausted all the time. Not because humans became weak, but because modern systems became unnatural. Artificial light replaced sunlight. Screens replaced silence. Processed food replaced nourishment. Productivity replaced rest. Isolation replaced community. The human body adapted to thousands of years of natural rhythms. Then modern life changed almost everything within a single century. Yet on a quiet island in Japan, an elderly woman still wakes before sunrise, walks slowly into her garden, and continues living in a way the modern world almost forgot. Perhaps longevity was never hidden inside expensive products. Perhaps it was hidden inside ordinary daily habits humans abandoned. Thank you for watching. Perhaps modern life did not only make people tired, perhaps it slowly disconnected people from the things human beings once depended on to remain healthy. Nature, silence, balance, community. And maybe human beings were never meant to live this far away from them. If you wish to explore more forgotten Japanese wisdom and the quieter side of life, walk a little slower with me. Subscribe to Akio Mori's Secrets.